Hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of Down to Business, a weekly web series where we talk about building a business from the ground up. Today is the day after the inauguration. Obviously, there's a very big shift going on right now in our country, in our politics, our views. I'm not exactly thrilled about it. I don't think more than half the country is. I'm very interested to see how the next 4 years play out. I think this kind of radical, seemingly radical shift in the top creates a lot of interesting space for some voices to rise up that otherwise maybe wouldn't have had the terrain to be able to cut across as clearly and as prominently. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and get down to business.
Jared asks, what is your advice for those that want to start/grow a service-based business?
Jared, thanks so much for the question. This is something that I feel I can speak to very strongly, having grown a number of service-based companies in the past. I think that the real key here is to develop your one-to-one skills with your customer. It goes a very long way to reach out to them personally, call them, say hello, say thank you, introduce yourself. Little things like this go actually a very long way in retaining what I call depth over width, right? So rather than trying to go for 1,000 customers that only care a little bit about you, I'd rather have 100 customers that care a lot about you and make sure that you keep your customer 100% happy and 100% invested into your growth, and you'll achieve that when they feel like you care about them personally. So that's my tip for service-based business. Best of luck to you.
Maya asks, what are some ways to get money for supplies and marketing outside of actually staying at your 9-to-5 to fund it?
So you are on a duct tape marketing budget. No worries, when I first started, I sure as hell was, and most first-time founders are as well. Here's the deal. No amount of marketing is gonna fix a shitty product, period. The key is to focus on something that people want. And the best way to measure that is word of mouth. And by the way, that's also the most powerful type of marketing that there is. If you provide your product or your service to someone and they absolutely love it, they're gonna tell their friend. And that is 100% free. Find ways to make your service kind of unique, refreshing, and just all around do a great job with it. And you're gonna get people to talk about you, and that slowly builds up. Pair that with social media. So once you have their testimonial, get it on video, put out content, write blog posts, all this stuff is 100% free. It's just a measure of your effort. So if you pair content with a good service, and that gets word of mouth, and you package all that up and you put it out there, some great multi-million-dollar businesses have been grown that way. And I have no doubt that if you want it bad enough, you'll go out there and get it. So best of luck to you.
A asks, should I just hire someone to handle sales or work up the courage to have these conversations, or both?
The CEO is the quintessential salesperson in any organization. What do I mean by that? A CEO is constantly convincing customers, investors, other employees to join, co-founders, suppliers. They're convincing, persuading, selling. So if this is not in your natural DNA, I would strongly reconsider if this is for you at all. It may not be. If after you reevaluate, you're still hell-bent on going this route of entrepreneurship, then I think that you most definitely need to consider bringing on someone who does have these natural skill sets. Otherwise, you're gonna find it very hard in the early days to have any kind of lift, because cash is king, and you need sales. You need to convince people to shake your hand and give you money in order for you to start developing your bottom line, hire people, pay for your website, pay for marketing, etc. And you're only going to get that with sales. So please, if it's not you, find someone who can, or work on it yourself, but it's going to have to get done one way or another. All right, guys, that's all we have for episode 8 of Down to Business. Real quick, I want to know your thoughts on what the Trump administration means to you personally. Does it matter a lot? Does it not matter at all? Are we masters of our own fate? Is it a balance? Let me know in the comments. I'm just personally curious. And also, if you have questions, drop them in there. We need more questions, so please do. If you're just watching but never asking, drop a question. It would mean a lot to me. Until next time, guys. See ya.